Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today is October the 14th. It is Friday morning. We are pre-session, and I want to have a discussion with you this morning and answer a major question that I get asked a lot of times, and that is simply, what are the key components, key elements that I need to have in order to get started day trading and become a successful trader? We're going to talk about that now because without these few things that I'm going to address with you, talk to you about, you will not be successful, okay? But they are, easy to obtain in a sense and easy to learn in a sense, but you just have to really be motivated. You really have to be a driven person, okay, if you really want to survive and make it in trading, okay? So, and that's regardless of the market you trade. It doesn't matter if you trade Forex, options, futures, trade stocks, whatever it is. But I promise you, these couple things that I'm going to talk to you about are definitely the keys to the kingdom that will unlock the door for, what will make the difference between you succeeding and not succeeding, okay? So if you're a beginner trader out there who's someone who's interested in getting into day trading, swing trading, whatever it is, these are the core things that you're going to need to grasp, things that you're going to need to understand, things that you're going to need to acquire, and kind of put up underneath you to hold you up to allow you to become successful. So, number one, I'm going to tell you this: you have to have some type of proper education when it comes to trading. Okay, regardless of where you learn it from, you can pick up a lot of good value or content here on the channel if you go back and watch the video. It's nothing wrong with asking questions, of course, but me, I am self-taught, okay? Because I always knew that if somebody else could do it or learn, I could as well. So take the time, guys, what I'm trying to say, to properly educate yourself. You have to look within yourself. Think. You have to be able to just simply find the information, go to the information, because here on my channel, I have over 300 videos, and you could go and just watch videos and watch videos and watch videos, because I assure you that each video has something or some key component in it that you're going to need to know. So you have to take the time. Time is, invest in time. You have to invest. If you want to invest in yourself to become a better trader, invest and take the time to be able to research, watch videos, read books, whatever the case is. And like I said this many months ago, and I still have those books. There's books down in the description portion of the videos that you can pick up and read, ones that I recommend, or whatever the case is, as well as go back and watch videos, video content, okay? So, number one, you have to have some mean and proper education, regardless of what it is in life that you're trying to learn. Especially when it comes to trading, the same thing. It's just like going to school when you're younger, learning, traditional school, elementary school, whatever it is, junior high, going up to high school, learning the things that you need to know to allow you to go post-education and go beyond that, become educated and to get that job that you're looking for, whatever the case is. You have to be able to acquire some education, okay? Because education gives you the information that you need to know to carry you forward. So you have to start somewhere when it comes to education. What I'm trying to say is books. Reading is fundamental. I always talk about that. So you have to, I'd say, find some good books like the ones I mentioned down in the description portion of the video, and learn the core concepts or elements to actually trading, okay? And then we'll go to number two. Number two, you have to have the capital, all right? Capital is extremely important. Money is extremely important because without it, you can't start day trading, So how do you get the money? Well, that's up to the person. That's up to you. Most people are, they're working full-time or work a period or some time in their life, and or regardless of however you acquire the money, whatever the case is, but most people work and they take a percentage or portion of that and they put it to the side. So, you work to make a living and you have an income, and you say, I'm going to take 10% of that money or whatever the case is, set it to the side, build up an account for a trade to put into a brokerage account, whatever the case is. So set you up a savings or separate set checking account, or however you want to do it, but start setting aside money each month that allows you to pretty much accrue and have a certain amount of capital to put into your brokerage account, to where when it's time for you to start day trading, the capital is there. So you have to have money. Now, as far as how much money you're going to actually need or capital you're going to need to start trading, That depends on the market. That depends on you personally, as far as how much money are you willing to risk, or whatever the case is. So you really, in other terms, it really boils down to, you know, the different margins per instrument. Each instrument, that means market that you're looking to actually trade, has a different margin, and that could vary depending also with, you know, the broker that you actually are allowing to, you know, basically brokerage your account for you. You know, so wherever you're putting your money at, whatever brokers you're using, that can also determine, you know, how much money that you actually needed or looking to need or to start trading with, whatever the case is. Because like I said, each instrument carries or has a different margin size. So say for instance, like the ES, it could be $400 a contract. And you could say, well, in order for me to want to trade one contract, I want to have 10 times that amount in my account. So you may want to have $4,000 in your account to trade one contract. So, you know, and for every contract, you know, 10 times that amount. So if you want to trade, say for instance, 2 contracts, and you would say, well, I at least want to have $8,000 in my account if I want to trade 2 contracts, 3 contracts, you know. So you just, for every contract, you could possibly, if you want to, you could say, I'm going to use a calculation for every contract based on the margin. Say for instance, like an example, like the ES, I want to at least have 10 times the margin, say for instance, if that be so, to trade, you know, X amount of contracts. So like I just said, you know, for one contract, $4,000. If you want to trade 2 contracts, so basically $4,000 for every contract. So in a sense, whatever the case is, and that's just going to vary depending on the market itself, you know, and the margin itself for each market. So, but it also depends on you as a person too. So some people are just more risky, some people aren't. It just depends. So I'm not going to tell anyone how much money that they probably should have set aside to trade, but I would say that you probably want to have some type of percentage basis times that amount, whatever the case is, so whatever the margin is, some percentage basis or some, you know, multi-factor that you probably want to use to determine how much money you want to trade per, or have in your account to trade per contract. So anyways, moving on. So yes, you have to have money, okay? You got to have money, and you need to save up a certain amount to be able to put into your brokerage account. Number 3, I want to talk about that, and that is the tools. You have to have the tools to be able to trade with, and that's the, you know, your platform, meaning your trading platform that you're going to trade from. There's so many of them out there. I trade with I use NinjaTrader. A lot of people trade NinjaTrader. Some people may use Thinkorswim, Tradervate. There's a variety of different platforms to where you can trade the future markets. Now, if you don't trade futures, you know, and you trade stocks, then yeah, you can trade like Thinkorswim and some of the other platforms out there as well. I mean, there's a variety of them out there, guys. I mean, there's Sierra charts. There's so many of them out there. You just have to kind of go on and do your homework and see which platform suits you, you know. So, but you have to have a trading platform to be able to trade from. You have to have a broker tied to that, you know, pretty much a brokerage account set up. You know, you have to have a broker. So whatever it is you're going to trade, you know, futures, you need to find a futures broker. If you're going to trade stocks, you need to find a broker that offers you know, stocks, or if it's options, you know, things like that. You have to find those particular type of brokers out there as well. So platform, you have to have a broker. Indicators, if you use indicators, whatever the case is. I don't primarily use indicators other than the volume profile, which is because volume is important to me. But, you know, maybe you trade based on EMAs or use the EMAs, or maybe you use some other indicators, or whatever the case is. So you may want to find a platform or a software package, say for instance, that has a robust, or has a I guess like catalog of indicators that may suit you, or ones that you actually use. For me, I like using NinjaTrader. They are one of the software or platform companies that allow, say for instance, to have the option to be able to use range bars, whatever, or candlesticks, whatever the case is. I use range charts. Okay, you may use time-based charts. So you have to kind of do your homework to see, you know, are range charts, you know, offered on this platform. If not, then maybe you want to move somewhere else and find another provider, whatever the case is. So you have to have the tools in place. That's what I'm trying to say. You have to have all those things in place. Platform, a good broker that is. Oops, sorry about that. My chart went blank. A broker, regardless of the markets that you actually trade. If it's the future markets, if it's the option markets, if it's stocks, forex, whatever it is. So you have to have a broker that offers those type of services. Okay, so outside of that, let's move on to the next one, and that is the key things that you need. So once you become educated about the markets in general, and you have the tools, you have the capital, there are some core elements that you're going to need to want to really train yourself on, and that goes back to the part about education as well. Education comes in a variety of forms. When I talk about education and becoming a great day trader, it's just not like going and researching and understanding what a trader is. There's different types of traders. There's scalpers, there's day traders, there's scalpers, there's swing traders, there's position style traders, whatever the case is. Educating yourself about what trading is really about, and educating yourself about particular markets, because each market is actually different. That's great. That's great. But you also have to obtain the education or understand the core things that you really need to grasp that will allow you or give you the structure, okay, or foundation to actually becoming and being able to trade, meaning being able to sit in front of your charts and understand what the charts are trying to tell you, what the market is actually doing. And that's what I come into always talking about market structure and price action. Because I'm a pure price action trader, and that's primarily all I trade surrounding is just price action and looking at the volume profile, using volume, whatever the case is. Because to me, it's the style of how I trade and what I use in my trading, and that is supply and demand. Okay, I trade supply and demand. I don't trade anything else. Excuse me. So I'm looking for setups based around supply and demand. So for those that don't understand or know much about market structure or price action, don't even start to invest or start trading, I should say. Start putting money into the market, meaning taking your money and putting it on the line without understanding one of the most important elements of trading, and that's market structure. How can you sit in front of the chart if you don't understand what the market is doing? When I talk about that, I mean, the formation of what the market is doing. Look at this. This is today's session, say for instance, and the market is now about to open in about 1 minute. But anyways, look at today's session. Market structure. Understand the structure of the market, being able to understand what it did, say prior day, maybe a week out, or whatever the case is. Just going back and looking at the the formulation or the structure of the actual market, or the foundation of what the market has done. Just looking at it, being able to read what it's done here. Basically it's like, okay, it's making higher highs and higher lows, then it pivots, starts turning around, making lower lows and lower highs here before pushing back up. And simply being able to read the second part, read as the market is making structure or whatever the case is, then kind of marking zones or looking at certain areas, marking off areas in your chart at certain levels, and then following price action to be able to see if it's suitable for you to take a trade or not. Okay, so market structure and price action. If I could tell you, and I say this quite often, and I get this question a lot, is that what are the two key things that I really need to know to help me really get started when I'm ready to start trading. So that's once you have educated yourself about the markets, once you acquire the tools, whatever the case is, or did some research on the tools, or started using the tools, or have them downloaded to your machine and started setting them up. You have to have the capital as well. And that is the next thing is, okay, I'm ready. Let me start learning and getting more in depth and detailed about understanding the movement of the market, being able to read the chart, being able to read price action, being able to read the structure of what the market has done, okay, or what it's doing, to be able to understand what it's trying to do. All right, so once you understand market structure and be able to read price action fluidly and without any problem, then I'd say you have to devise a solid trading plan. Okay, and a trading plan is just all it simply is your Bible, your rules, your guidelines of things that you're going to follow step by step when you're trading. Okay, all right. So kind of like if anybody knows anything about coding, if and statements. If this happens, and this happens, then I'm gonna do this. Okay, so and I'm only saying that, guys, because I come from a world prior to this of information technology, basic information systems, and I did a lot of coding back then. But yes, it is a solid trading plan that walks you through the steps of basically. That's what you're going. It's your law. It's your book of law that you're going to stick with, and you're going to make sure you follow routinely. Okay, each time. All right, each day, each trade. All right, and then the next thing you want to be able to but to have in place is a strategy, at least one strategy. Okay, now some people use multiple strategies. Me personally, I don't try to overcomplicate things nor get involved in too many strategies, because maybe it'll start cluttering my mind. Maybe I'll start getting a little mixed up. Maybe I'll start trying to mix strategies together. So, and I've been down that route before, but some people are very successful in doing that, because they can look for certain patterns, and certain patterns which they see unfold in their chart, whatever the case is, may lead to them trading a certain strategy. So, hey, if you can trade 5 different strategies based upon what you see the market doing, that's great. That's part of your trading plan. That's fine. You could have a area on your trading plan chart, or an area that you may have, whether it's on a piece of paper or whatever the case is, wherever you have that trading plan written out. If you got it on a board, if you have it on a piece of paper or a notebook, whatever the case is, whatever that trading plan consists of, you may have a section in there just specifically for strategies. Okay, you got 5 strategies, and each one of them are in detail, and you know what you're looking for. So if you see that strategy, if you see a certain setup, you can implement that strategy, when you're trading, whatever the case is. So, but anyways, yes, a solid strategy. You have to have at least one, okay, that allows you to be profitable and make money. Outside of that, once you've kind of got all those things kind of wrapped up together and underneath you, then you prepare, okay? The money, the tools, the education, understanding, being able to look at the charts and being able to read the charts based on looking at market structure and price action, and you got a solid strategy in place. The last 2 things that I want to say that are probably the most important, okay? Not to say that the rest of them, the first few, are not important, but the last 2 things that you really, really need to be able to be successful and profitable in trading, okay? These are the keys, guys, is discipline and patience. You might say, wow, discipline and patience. Yes, why? Because a lot of people are not patient people, okay? And if you're not a patient person until you're able to remove your hand from that mouse and basically sit on your hands and wait for the setup, then, and you're a very irrational person too, where you just click, 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 you're going to lose some money, A lot of people they think that, I got $100,000, I'm going to throw into a brokerage account. Tomorrow I'm gonna start day trading, and I'm gonna flip my $100. I'm gonna flip my $100,000 into $1 million overnight. Is it possible? Yes, by luck, because you don't know. You really don't know how to trade, so you may get lucky a day, you may get lucky 2 days, whatever the case is. But what I found is that people who are not patient people don't tend to succeed in the world or business of trading, and you have to be very patient. Okay. I'll sit here sometimes, and I'll just sit here and rock back and forth with my chart and just wait patiently. Or sometimes the market's not doing much, I'll get up and go do something else. But discipline as well. You have to be disciplined to make sure you follow that trading plan. Follow and stick. Whatever, if you're trading one strategy, that you trade that strategy religiously, okay? And stick with it. So discipline and patience are 2 things that really are areas where people mess up at, is because they can't sit and wait for a great setup. And 2, they're not sticking routinely to the trading plan. All right. So that's all I want to leave you guys with today. So, please make sure that if you are wanting to become a successful and profitable in day trading, to take heed to what I'm saying. Okay. These things, these keys that I'm revealing, that I'm giving you information about, incorporate that, absorb it, soak it in, think about it, follow them. Okay. All right. Understand, go learn about the markets. Tools, platform I'm going to use. I got to have X amount of capital set aside, I need to go ahead and start, researching and reading about, okay, I'm interested in the future markets. All right. So, but when it comes to, the core elements, like I say, about market structure and price action, that ties across all genres of different markets, I'll say. Okay. Whether it's stocks, Forex, it doesn't matter, futures, options. Those things you really need to know, okay? All right? If you don't know market structure, for one, then you're going to fail, okay? If you don't know price action, you're going to fail. And those 2 go together. So you have to understand market structure and price action. I can assure you that if you understand market structure and you understand price action, you will do fairly well, if not, great at trading. So I'll leave you guys with that. Also, if you're interested in joining the Discord, guys, we have a great Discord community for future traders. You can find the link down in the description portion of the video below. I will show you that right now. This is our Discord channel here. Like I said, you can find the link down in the description portion of the video below. Basically, you know, we are a community of future traders that come together collectively each and every day. We talk about the market, primarily the E-mini S&P 500, which is the ES futures. If you're interested or you do trade those markets, but we are the MES, you know, which is the micro ES, whatever the case is. But we basically talk about the markets. We talk about our levels, zones that we're interested in discussing. Some people share their strategies. It's just a great community to where we're talking about the actual session at hand each and every day. So like right now everybody's saying good morning, but we go into talking about the activity that's going on into the session, and you know, we post out and send out levels and zones, and so it's a great community, guys. So we also it's a question and answer type form. If you have a question, if you're a beginner trader, someone's going to have the answer. I'm on there. I'm engaging in there, as well as when I'm trading. I'm actually day trading. I have the Discord to set to a different monitor, or whatever the case is. So I'm looking at what's going on, you know, trading and engaging in the community activity or discussion as well. So come over and join us today. It's free of charge. Find the link down in the description portion of the video below, and just invite yourself in. Like I said, you can come in and converse with us and gain some information, take part in the session and discussion as we are trading each and every day. All right. Outside of that, that's all I have for you guys today. I appreciate you tuning in and watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Take care and have a great and solid trading day.